my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me get back on the screen for a second. And get her on here. Get her on here. Right there. There we go. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. I see, man. I see you dancing up a storm. You all right?
Good morning.
Look at you. I like it. Look at your GL365 shirt. Look at this. What? We ain't playing around. Listen
No, we
to
are
these
not
people.
playing
We are
around. Good
not
morning, my
playing
brother.
around here, okay?
Blessings to you and
She is
GL365. Good morning, everybody.
she is dressing the part. I love it. I love it. This can't get no better. Let me put you big
Yeah,
on the screen. I want everybody to see that right there.
that's right.
See
We are
that?
representing.
I love it. You killing me right now because I don't have one of those. You killing me right now, man. I gotta get on the site right now. Today, while you're giving your presentation, I'm going on the site today. I want one of those. Christopher, what's
That's
going
right.
on with you? Love it.
Good
Welcome this
morning.
morning, man. Happy Friday to you. How's your Friday so far?
Not too bad. Not too bad. The kids are off to school, so it's a
Nice.
blessed morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, sis. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Good to have you this morning.
Thank you and good morning.
And I'm looking forward to getting some good information from you. So, what you got for us today?
What do we have today? First of all, just thanks be to God that we're all here and such an incredible opportunity to be on this radio. I was just thinking about it this morning. I said, wow, to have a space where the songs you listen to 24/7 is edifying, is to edify who we are as a people and what God wants for us, to have this feeling of being present the whole time. And that was just overwhelming to feel that, right? And then to know that we can do so much more and add to it and be such a good example out there for the world to see. So I was just so grateful for that. So thank you for this incredible radio station that just has gospel music all day long. What a blessing! What a blessing! I just had to say that. And last week when I was here, it was a stumble week for us, but I just tried to push it through. And we talked about introduction, who I was and where I'm from, and so we're here to continue from where we started from. And I know I did mention about some financial concept that we should talk about, right? Financial concepts and what they mean and how we should apply them to our daily finances or just everyday things that we do that will help us so that we can have peace of mind. Because the Lord said, you know what, I give you peace that surpasses all understanding. So when we have information that will help us, we have this peace of mind. So before I get started, though, I want to say my son's birthday is tomorrow. He's probably listening because he's in class. So happy early birthday! He's going to be 15 tomorrow. We're excited for him, and also thanks really to you. And I don't want to remiss to thank Joanne Prince B because she's the reason why I got to meet you. I had to say that because I know last time we were talking, I wanted to make sure I say that. Joanne Prince B, if you're listening, you're awesome, and may God bless you and bless what you do on this radio station, and of course my brother here, D. Roy. So that being said, yes, let's talk about the six concept of finances, right? What are the six concepts that will really help us understand how to manage our money properly, right? So we talked about them last week: cash flow. We talked about debt, and then college fund, retirement, uh, having proper protection for your family, and then outpacing inflation, and then build, grow, and preserve your wealth. These are very important. So let's begin with the first one. First things first. And I hope that you grab a pencil, paper to take a few notes so that you can, use this as a time of learning, so that you can learn and see how the wealthy really do things. Because there is a formula to what you see. Now the key is when you get this information, we have to apply them. Right? We don't want to just put them down, put them away. We want to make sure we apply them. So let's talk about cash flow. What is cash flow? Cash flow, of course, we all know that it's the money that comes in and out, whether you're employee, whether you're self-employed, whether you're a business owner or you're an investor. Either way, it doesn't matter which quadrant you're in. It's all cash flow. Where does the money come from? And Robert Kiyosaki, who and I think most of us know him, some of us don't, but I'll tell you who he is. He's in real estate, so real estate mogul, and he wrote this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I read this book when I was in college many years ago, and that really opened my eyes to understand, wow, really, if you understand money and the flow of money, you're able to use money to your advantage. You know, money is not the end goal. Money is just a means to help you. It's a tool to help you get through your life, whatever you want. So I talked about the 4 quadrants of cash flow. So pay attention, because this is so important, and it just allows you to understand where you need to move yourself from what quadrant to the next quadrant, so that you might also have financial independence. Because if you don't do these steps or understand the steps, you find yourself spinning your wheels and just doing the same things over and over again, and not really moving to what you really want. You know, because I know everybody wants to have that peace and joy and financial stability, but this is how it goes. So you're an employee. What you're doing is you're exchanging your time for money, right? You're working. Whether you're a nurse, you're a teacher, you work in retail, whatever business where you work, you're giving them your time and they're giving you money, right? And there's something about that most people that are employees depend on their employer to provide their financial well-being for the future. Just think about that for a minute. You're actually allowing your company to take care of your financial future. So you believe that, oh, if I work there for 40 years, they'll give me my 401k or 403b or 457, which is good, right? But you're allowing them to be the one to take care of your money. So think about that for a minute and see that's what you want, right? But you're exchanging your time for money and the benefit that they provide you. But the thing about that is, if they take away that benefit, you have to start from scratch. You're constantly starting over, unless if you're there 40-40. Because today, we know that most people don't stay in a job for that long any longer. No more 40 years, maybe 5 years, maybe even 3 years, and then they leave that job. So you have to start thinking about this as an employee. How am I going to make sure that my cash flow helps me to get to the point that I want to get? Because we all know that, honestly, being an employee will never get you wealthy. You're just working for somebody else to become wealthy. You're not going to get wealthy. Okay, now the next quadrant is self-employed. Maybe you're a doctor or you're a dentist, or you have a small kiosk. You're the business owner there. So you're giving both your time and your talent, right? So you're constantly there. And when you make money, that's great. But if you get ill, guess what? It stops, because now you're not producing. You're the one that's producing that income. So think about that. So what do I need to do to mitigate that? So if something happens to me, or if I get sick, am I okay? There are things you can do, but some people don't do them. So as self-employed, something happens, you lose your business. Really, one thing goes wrong and your business is gone. So we want to make sure that we understand that cash flow as a self-employed person. How do we take care of that as well? And then we have business owners. Business owners leverage their cash flow. They have multiple businesses. They have multiple partners. So they have incomes in 2 ways. They have active and passive income. Meaning they don't have to be there, they're making money, or they're there, they're making money. So either way, they don't have to be there. And in America, really, we're supposed to be entrepreneurs, business owners. Whatever you do, if you're an employee, find a way to be also in that quadrant. Somehow find a way, either actively or passively, right? To just get that cash flow flowing. And then we have investors. Investors are the ones that their cash flow comes from money. They use money to make money. That's how they make their money, and they make a lot of money doing that. So they just invest whatever they have. If they have a single amount of money, maybe $500,000, $1 million, they invest it, and it makes money for them, and that's how they live off the money that they make. So now we have those 4 quadrants: employee, self-employed, a business owner, or an investor. So think about yourself. Where do I fall? And how am I making my money? Right? So now you've decided where you are. So how about what is coming in? When you get money in every month, and then you look at your expenses, what are you, a business owner? Are you at the end of the month balancing out? Are you having overage, or are you having less money? Are you having a shortage of money? So then when you look at this really critically and have your expenses right in front of you on paper and be honest about it. Every month, what I've been getting in, is it matching my expenses? Right? Because this really affects how you feel about yourself. And people don't understand that when you are constantly coming up short as an employee or a self-employed business owner, and or business owner, and maybe your business is not big yet, you're still in the self-employed quadrant, you haven't moved to have multiple businesses, so constantly you're short. There is a feeling you feel that is uneasy. You're constantly not comfortable. You're stressed, and and most of our illnesses really comes from not having enough, right? Even though the Lord said, "Peace I give to you, and be still, and I'll provide for you," but we still have to go out there and work to provide for our daily need, and the Lord will fill the gaps where we fall, but we have to still do the work properly. So my advice to you and encouragement to you is, if you're finding yourself in that situation where you don't really understand your cash flow and you want to make sure it's in the right place, please, 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 please reach out to me. We're here to help. The goal here is not just to speak and just tell you what is out there. It's actually have someone sit down with you. You don't have to worry about cost, or nope, just sit down and get this done. Because once you understand it and you have it on paper, it's easy for you to continue to live by those rules, the fundamentals, and keep going, right? So now let's look at how we're supposed to keep our cash flow going. So now you have your expenses and your income coming in. It doesn't matter what quadrant you fall in. There's a simple basic rule that everybody should try to emulate. A simple basic rule to keep you in check. We're not trying to live like the Joneses. Instead, we are focused on what God has blessed us with, whatever it is, but we stay within our means, right? And also live below our means, and not try to do things that will cause us to go now into debt and give us more stress, because it's unnecessary. The Lord doesn't want that for us. We have to learn that. So these are the simple things you can do as an employee or business owner. It depends on how complicated you have your expense, right? But if you just want to have a simple formula to follow, is a 50-30-20 rule. 50-30-20. So your 50% of whatever comes in, the cash flow that comes in to you, 50% goes to things that you need: your housing, your insurance, your medical, your feeding, whatever is important that you need. Your income, 50% of it should go to that, right? You make sure that it's taken care of. You don't go out, you just stick with it. And then 30% for what you like to do, your wants. Maybe you have a hobby that you like, or you like to go out sometime, or you like to go shopping. 30% of that income should be put aside for that. Doesn't mean you have to spend it all, but at least you have that to use for that purpose. And then the 20% should be saved so that you can pay off your debt, right? And make sure that you're in line and you're saving. The funny thing is, in America, we are a capitalist country. We just consume. We're not very good at saving. We want to make sure that we're saving. So the 50-30-20 rule, your 50% for your needs, your 30% for your wants, your hobbies, going out, shopping, and your 20% should go towards your savings. And perhaps if you have debt, you try to pay that debt down, right? And please, for your savings, prior to the pandemic, right? It is the requirement is to have at least 3 to 6 months of your salary saved for your at least 3 to 6 months fully in your account where it's liquid, you have access to it, you can use it. 3 to 6 months. But of course, because we have no control about what happens, right? Like the pandemic hit, nobody saw that coming. So now the recommendation is 6 to 12 months or even more. Because if you don't have that money saved and something happens, guess what? You're thrown into a tizzy and now you're having to borrow money and go into debt and you're stressed out and things just don't go well and then you have no peace of mind and then you lose opportunities because now you're so stressed, you don't see opportunities in front of you, right? And your dreams get delayed and then you of course lower your expectations because now you don't have the money. But so think about that. Try to put aside now for the pandemic hitting us 6 to 12 months. But the minimum, at least the minimum 3 to 6 months should be available to you, ready to go. If anything happens, you lose a job or you're trying to transition from one thing to another, you have money to take care of you until you're able to get back on track. And most people don't do that. And that's why we go into debt because we don't do that. Right, so I want to make sure we take care of that, and then finally, like I said, save some money. Save some money. At least when you have that 20%, you put 10% towards your debt. 10% is saved, and that's for your future. You're literally saving it for your future, because companies will tell you, yeah, you're going to have 401k, you're going to have this, but those are just promises that might be and might not be there. And we don't want to just depend on that. You also want to have your own self-funded savings. So no matter what happens, if the money is there, it's there. If it's not there, you took care of yourself, regardless. Okay. And please, like I said, reach out to me at the end of today. Before we finish today, I will give you my number so that if you have any questions or you want to just find out what you need to do and how you just set up your own personal finance, feel free to talk to me. So now that is cash flow, right? We talked about cash flow. The next thing we should talk about on the financial concepts is debt management, right? Debt is one of the things that really, really holds people back in so many ways that you can even think of. Number one is student loans. Can you believe that student loan is $1.7 trillion? That's how much student loans are out there. And an average student owes $28,000. Just imagine that. So we want to make sure that if we have debt, we want to really find a way to tackle it. And guess what, brothers and sisters, we can help with that. The goal is reduce the debt and then finally eliminate it. I know people talk about, well, what about good debt and bad debt? Well, it depends on the person. Some people don't like to have debt because it keeps them awake at night. But some people are comfortable with having debt, maybe if it's real estate debt or maybe debt that they use to start a business. Okay, that's great. But the problem is if your business folds, you owe that money, right? So you keep owing and owing and owing. And the Lord said we shouldn't have debt. Our debt should be reduced as much as possible. It's not to incur them and be happy, because something happens to us and we're not protected properly. Our families have to carry on that debt. And we don't want that for our families, right? So that's student loans. So let's make sure we look at those, see how we can get a plan and start taking care of those loans as quickly as possible. And then credit card loan, right? Credit card debt. The average household in America owns $16,000 in credit card debt. That's it's a lot. And we want to make sure also that those are debts that are bad debt. Because imagine paying 15% or even more and the interest. So you're compounding interest negatively as well. If you don't pay it on time, you literally end up paying double of what you owe as debt. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So I want to make sure we find out how can we eliminate that debt. So we can help with that as well. And then, car notes. You buy a car. Average car now for people that owe car note is $26,000. You have to pay insurance on that. You have to pay maintenance on that car. Just imagine how stressful that is if you're trying to live check to check, which really the average millennial right now is living check to check. And then to have that debt of car payment, of student loan, is crushing, and they don't even know how to get out of it, or what do I need to do to get back on track. We can help you with that, because we don't want you to be stressed and money to be an issue where it keeps you back from growing and keeps you back from seeing those opportunities to grow, or making you lower your expectation of yourself and your family, or giving you stress and you having no peace of mind. We don't want that, right? We want you to see all the opportunities around you, because your finances are in place, and then you're able to navigate all the situations that you face because you're prepared, right? And I'm doing this personally for me is out of obedience, because knowing what I know in the field, and understanding that really life is very simple. It is very simple. We complicate it a lot of times because we try to do, like the commandment tells us, thou shalt not covet your neighbor's goods, right? So when we covet our neighbor's goods, we end up getting in trouble, because now we are trying to get things that we cannot afford. And that's how we get into debt. And that's how we get into trouble. And so if we really use our principle of our faith, of the 10 Commandments, follow the 10 Commandments, what it tells us to do, really, our life should be simple no matter where we are. And it's not about the amount of money that you're making, right? Because if you're a business, some people are making millions and stressed out and in debt. So it's not about the amount of money you make. It's literally about the allocation, the proper allocation of your money, and really you staying within your means and not causing yourself unnecessary stress. I would recommend a book that is really good, that I think all of us should read and begin to understand about power and money. And when I say power, it's not power of greed or power of trying to want somebody up. Not none of that. It's called Powernomics by Claudette Anderson, Dr. Claudette. I think if you read those books like that, it opens your eye to understand how money became a thing in America, so that you can, knowing what you know, and then knowing what you need to do, right? Start getting on track with your own money, and have your own control over your money, control over your own personal finances, your own money future, your own money protection, so that you're really self-funded and independent. As you go out to work hard, you make money, you're able to take care of yourself and your family without any doubt in your mind, right? So I hope these first two concepts that we discussed today will now get you going in some thought process, so that you can begin to think, okay, now what do I need to do? And please, I tell my friends, my brothers and sisters, don't be shy. Don't suffer unnecessarily. It's like when you get ill, you don't know why you're sick. Don't go online and be your own MD. We have been trained and licensed to help you. Like, we actually open your eyes to see, oh wow, this is where I'm not doing things properly. How can I now fix it? And we'll help you fix it. Then you can be on your way on the right track, right? So please give us a call. I'm licensed literally in 15 states. If you're in Pennsylvania, Arkansas, New Jersey, Illinois, Washington, if you're in Georgia, Maryland, Minnesota, of course I'm in California here. If you're in Virginia, if you're in Hawaii, Texas, Florida, New York, and Connecticut, I can help you. Just really give me a buzz. Say, okay, Aisha, I heard you talking about this. I want to get my finances in check. What do I need to do? And I will literally help you. We can go through on a Zoom and have a meeting and see how I can help you. And I can give you my phone number. It's a public number, so it's no problem. It's 626-340-5746. Again, 626-340-5746. Brothers and sisters, to me, this is a calling. It's a calling to help our people navigate their finances properly, individually, as per their family needs. And also, if you're interested in doing something that I'm doing, we're expanding. We have partners all over the United States and Canada. Talk to me if you think, wow, you know what? how can I make money passively on the side and bridge the gap between me paying off my debt and not have to be active in but at least we're making the money on the side passively. Talk to me. If this interests you, hey, I can help you with that as well. And I'm taking this time to also call people. If you're licensed already, you want to expand and do retirement and help families with trust and wealth, talk to me. I can help you, show you where you can go and start building a business that will really give you a chance to help our community properly. Because don't forget our mission, brothers and sisters. We have a mission and a vision here. Our mission really is to help over 1,000 families this year and to have our community have $1 billion of assets into our community. We want to do that, and we can do that, but we can do that together. Not just me, no, all of us together. We can do this. So please reach out to me. And our vision is to make sure that we're educated properly. We have the knowledge, and then we apply the knowledge. We're held responsible to apply the knowledge that we've learned, so that none of us can say, "Oh wow, I didn't know how to do this," because we're really making it available to you, and it doesn't cost you. And if we do that, we can bless GL365 so that this this mission of this station will go to the ends of the world, all over the world. Anywhere this radio wants to go, it will go. Because as we all grow, we do well, we will put back into our community what it needs to do the work that God has called us to do, right? And really, that's all I have for today. We'll continue talking about all the concepts as we go through. And if you have questions, please submit them, and I will answer them throughout any segment that we have, because we're here to stay. We're here to make sure that everyone in our community is not left, no one is left behind. We had to rise together, uplift each other up, so that we can really do what God wants us to do and accomplish the dreams and the goals, which is the God-sized dream that our Lord has for every single one of us. Brothers and sisters, I appreciate you. I thank you for this opportunity. Now I'll go back to my brother here in case he has a question for me. But I don't take this for granted. It's a blessing to me to be part of this incredible ministry. And I hope that as time goes on, you will bless me too, as I'm blessing you with what I know. We'll bless each other and bring God's kingdom into reality for all of us. So thank you so much. Brother, I know you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you too. Wonderful. Very, very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. I would love for you to repeat that number again. I think one of the listeners, they posted a number in the chat and I want to make sure it's right.
Okay.
Based on what I wrote down, that's not what I'm seeing on the screen. So just post it again. Just mention the number again for us, sis. And let me see where we are.
626.
Oh, it's 626, not 726.
No,
all right.
626.
So at least we're going to delete that one and we're going to correct that. All right. It's 626 340 5746. Yes, I have my book here too. I'm taking my little notes and things like that too. So once again, it's 626 340 5746. She called me on guard.
That's correct. Please reach out to me, and we want all of us to keep it simple and stay with the fundamentals. You will not go wrong. And those fundamentals, at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, we want to have that peace of mind that surpasses all understanding, right? Money is a tool. Money is just a tool to get what we need to get done. It's not what controls us.
That's right.
The tool. And if we understand it, then we can apply it. So please, let's do it together. We can do this. We can all raise all of us up together so that we can all have that what God wants for us. Okay. So thank you so much, my brother. You're a blessing to me. Thank you, Joanne Prince B. You're amazing. And I cannot wait for us to, this become a ministry where we go out in the field and really help our community.
That's right. Looking forward to all of that.
I thank you and I appreciate you so much. Have a fantastic and blessed day in our Lord.
Same to you, my sister. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so very much too.
Thank you.
You heard it. You heard it from the woman of God, man. You heard it from her this morning. Wow. Please remember, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. All right, give us a call. Give her a call. Give us a call. Whichever it is. If you call me, I'll forward her number to you. Again, the number is 626 5746, and I'm gonna make sure I put it on the promo here, so our number is there for you to see. 626-340-5746. Tell everybody you heard this right here on the Gospel Joy Morning Show. Aisha is doing our
yes,
Aisha is doing our financial well check right here on the morning show.
Radio's #1 morning show, the Gospel Joy Morning Show. Helping you find the joy on the Gospel Joy Morning Show.
Bring me joy.
All right, and remember, we're going to be posting this information on our YouTube channel, so you're going to see it there. Feel free to go back and watch it, share it with somebody so they can get the information also, and they can be debt free, and we can build the kingdom of the Lord together. All right, I love it. Thank you so much, Aisha. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and happy birthday to your son. Tell him we give him a big shout out today. Happy birthday. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play a little song for him later on. All right, happy birthday to your son. What's his name again?
His name is Christopher.
Happy birthday, Christopher. So we have another Christopher in the house. Happy birthday, Christopher. Bless up yourself every time. One love to you, Aisha. God bless you.
God bless you, my brother. Bye-bye.